up. The Ravens make their third appearance on primetime this season, while the Colts look for their first win in Baltimore since 2009. Next on Monday Night Primetime.
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we're at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, it's been a lost first month of the season, that's for sure, as they come in with an 0-4 record.
And the window's not shut on them, though. They still have a chance to make something out of this season, but it has to start right now.
They left in the middle of a cold night in 1984, but the Colts are back, and we're underway in Baltimore. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. Leading him out, the rookie from Ohio State at 22 years of age, it's Justin Fields.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kevin Pierre-Louis coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Flush to his right. Got some room at the 30. And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a hole. How about that? They weathered the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
2nd and 11. To throw is Fields. It's caught outright by Graham. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, we're talking about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practice now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And room there to work it inside the 25. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 105 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Out of the gun, Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10, Fields again. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time, and it's 3rd down. Fields. And that will be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Rosa's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback, former 6th overall selection from Duke. It's Daniel Jones.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Jamin Davis, the rookie first-round pick, in on the tackle. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. He finds Corey Davis. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Throwing, Jones. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, Sent this one off target.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
3rd down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. From the 50, here's Fields. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got him both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Rosas' kick is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the 1st. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later to put the points up on the board.
2nd drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he will lose yardage here to the 41-yard line. Well, I think the hope is, you know, with a touch pass like that, that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Henderson, and he'll get this up only to about the 33. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Tyson alone. And there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. On first down, it's Fields. And left side here, it's Graham. And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Fields. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Steps away to his left. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Saquon Barkley running right. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now a first down throw, Fields. And Graham's got it, complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. A shotgun snap, Fields. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Fields. He'll check this one down to Michel. And he will have a Ravens first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead now stands at 13. A 10-play drive that time, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10. Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Jonah Jackson, former 3rd-round pick, the guilty party. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Second down, it's Henderson. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Operating from the gun, Jones. This ball complete to Reagor. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Off play action, Fields. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. That'll be caught. Reagor with it. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On 1st down, Fields. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tano Passanio. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body, and he was able to get in there and make a great play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that is incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Jones on 3rd down. They get this out wide to Gaskin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And incomplete on the deep ball. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Gronkowski again, he was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. And that's off the mark, incomplete. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On 2nd and a couple. Fields. The connection made. It's Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run good for 24 yards. Fields on 1st down. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he's got this down to the 35. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Buying time to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. From the 29, Fields. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 18. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Shrugs him off. And he's brought down. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
Yeah, and at the risk of sounding just a little bit trite, this is just a tackle that needs to be made. It's one thing when you've got a bruising 230-pound running back coming your way, but when it's a quarterback who's running for his life, your teammates will tell you, you've got to get him on the ground.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
On 2nd and goal, Fields. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Kenny Galladay in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. That is a near-perfect end-of-half drive right there.
And we've seen that many times from the best in the league. But do you really expect to see it done that well by a rookie? And how about the timing? Finishing it almost near the zeros, as you said, right at the end of the half. Great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Sounds good with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago, and that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Colts. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Jones.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone.
It's caught inside the 25.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
And the next-gen stats, they tell the story. That's a full 67 yards in the air.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On the handoff, Henderson.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. In for the sack, Deion Jones. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, Jones. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Darrell Henderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a hole to avoid the contact. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
On first down, Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now it's Fields. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. And Kevin Pierre-Louis there to bring him down. On 2nd and 9, Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. To throw is Fields. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot him. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Jones. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Yeah, and that throw, my goodness, and even 70 yards through the air.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and the result for the Colts is a touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll find the Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Out of the gun, Fields.
That's caught by Galladay. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Frank Reich not so sure about that last call. He's going to go ahead and throw out the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
And it's complete. What a catch at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Over 30 yards there. And 1st downs on 3 consecutive plays now. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Barkley again.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal.
Fields now to throw.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Rosa's kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff. Henderson. He stiff arms him. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4th-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Back to throw, Fields.
And Graham on the ground. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jimmy Graham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of his NFL thing pretty quickly.
That 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. 1st down. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. Throwing, Jones. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Daniel Jones with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Credit the tackle to Tano Passigno.
2nd down, here's Barkley again.
Oh, heck of a move.
Man.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 73 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Here's Fields. He's got Smith here. That catch good for only a couple. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Once more, he was trying to get it to Kenny Galladay, and now it's 2nd down. It's caught outright by Graham.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now a give right side. Barkley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Here's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Rosa's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. That's taken in by Henderson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This one caught by Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Open man, Gronkowski complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got Gronkowski yet again. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get...
That's it, baby.
So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Henderson hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and he takes it in for a Colts score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 82 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll go to Barkley again.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. A handoff to Barkley. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now Fields. Hearns brings it in. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, here's Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields, complete. Smith has it. Dropped at the 35, but he was able to display the agility there. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. On 2nd down, Michel. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Fields
Hard throw, incomplete. Rosas' kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So the Colts now down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. To throw is Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. Now Jones. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down. Jones. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't come in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jones. Uncorks one for Davis. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He'll get this underneath to Henderson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Jones signaling, let's go, trying to get his guys up to the line. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 13. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, something they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Ravens, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And next week they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Colts, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start, and they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.